Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57 as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. Right to the air is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Second down and 4. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And in for the Chiefs, touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man right side is Tony. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give it 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Burrow looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right? Where you get the 2-for-1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. That is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route run, but when you throw him out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Aaron Siblos in punt formation for the Eagles.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and then we'll bring up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he'll walk that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's do our thing.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's down to the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Mahomes now on first down. And it is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. He's got Smith here. He's got space past the 25. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now here's Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Pollard. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Swift. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
CD, fourth quarter, you're still above 3 minutes remaining, but right now running the football is a pretty good idea to work that clock, right?
It certainly is, because your team is strong right now, and you can feel the defense fading a little bit. Their goal, continue to run it this effectively, call victory formation as the clock winds down, and end the ball game and move on to the next opponent.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:56. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Right to the air is Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they get a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Pollard. Bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Niners set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's a gain of 6, and a 49er first down.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be brought down.
You